In the heart of the Earth's greatest furnace, the Sahara, where the sun is a merciless hammer and the horizon shimmers with mirages, a people have made the impossible their home. They are the Tuareg, the blue men of the desert, masters of an environment so hostile it would break any lesser soul. How does a man not only survive, but thrive in a world of endless sand and killing heat? The answer lies not in a single gadget, but in a complete time-tested system of survival, an arsenal of tools and knowledge where every single piece is critical. This is not a story of being lost. This is the story of being found, of being perfectly at home in a place that most would call hell on earth. We will journey into the world of the Tuareg and uncover the secrets of their survival. We will deconstruct their entire toolkit, from the iconic veil that gives them their name, to the weapons they carry, to the very stars they use to navigate the sea of sand. This is a masterclass in desert survival, taught by the undisputed masters themselves. Tools to trust, skills that last. This is Bushcraft Arsenal. Number 1. The Tagelmust and indigo robes. The most iconic symbol of the Tuareg is not a weapon, but a piece of cloth. The Tagelmust, a long indigo-dyed veil, is the Tuareg's first and most important line of defense against the Sahara. It is a multi-tool, a piece of gear so versatile and so essential that a man would feel as naked without it as he would without his skin. This is not fashion. This is survival engineering at its finest. The Tuareg have a saying, "The wind is our enemy, but the sun is our friend." The Tagelmust is the tool that allows them to live in harmony with both. The Tagelmust is a single piece of cotton cloth, often up to 15 meters long. The deep indigo dye, for which the Tuareg are famous, is not just for aesthetics. The dye is pounded into the cloth, a process that creates a fine powdery residue. This indigo powder, which rubs off onto the skin and gives the Tuareg their nickname Blue Men, is believed to have protective properties, shielding the skin from the sun's harsh rays and acting as a natural insect repellent. The dye also helps to strengthen the cotton fibers, making the cloth more durable. The primary function of the Tagelmust is to protect the wearer from the brutal desert environment. It is wrapped around the head and face, leaving only a narrow slit for the eyes. This creates a barrier against the relentless sun, preventing sunburn and heat stroke. It also protects against the ever-present wind and the stinging, abrasive sand that it carries. In a sandstorm, the Tagelmust is a lifesaver, allowing a man to breathe while the world around him is a blinding, choking chaos. But the Tagelmust is more than just a shield. It is also a tool for regulating body temperature. The multiple layers of cloth create a microclimate around the head, trapping a layer of air that is cooler than the surrounding desert. The cloth can be wetted, turning it into a personal evaporative cooler. At night, when the desert temperatures plummet, the Tagelmust can be unwrapped and used as a blanket or a scarf, providing essential insulation. Complementing the Tagelmust is the Dara or bubu, a long, loose-fitting gown. This garment is not designed to show off the body, but to protect it. The loose fit allows for air to circulate, cooling the body, while the long sleeves and full length protect the skin from the sun. The Tuareg's clothing is not a fashion statement. It is a carefully designed system of personal environmental control, a wearable shelter that allows them to move through the desert with a grace and a resilience that is born of a testament to their mastery of their world's most effective best survival ingenuity. Number 2. The Tuareg Tent. The Tuareg Tent is a masterpiece of minimalist design, a portable home that is perfectly adapted to the nomadic lifestyle of the desert. Unlike the heavy, felt-covered yurts of the Central Asian nomads, the Tuareg tent is a light, airy structure, designed to provide shade from the sun and shelter from the wind, while still allowing for maximum air circulation. The frame of the tent is made from a few simple wooden poles, which are often decorated with intricate carvings. The covering is made from a patchwork of goat or camel skins, which are sewn together and decorated with geometric patterns. The skins are tanned to a deep red color, and they are often oiled to make them more waterproof. The tent is a woman's domain. It is her property, and she is responsible for its assembly, its maintenance, and its transportation. The interior of the tent is a simple but comfortable space, with a few woven mats on the floor and a small fire for cooking. The tent is the heart of the Tuareg family, a place of refuge and a symbol of their enduring connection to the desert. Number 3. The Guerba, goatskin water bag. In the Sahara, water is not just a resource, it is life itself. The ability to find, carry, and conserve water is the single most important skill for survival. The Tuareg solved the problem of carrying water with a tool that is as ancient as the desert itself, the Guerba, a water bag made from the skin of a goat. The Guerba is a marvel of natural engineering. It is made from the entire skin of a goat, carefully removed and tanned. The openings for the legs and neck are sewn shut, and the neck is left open as a spout. The skin is tanned with a mixture of acacia tree bark and other natural materials, a process that makes the leather strong, durable, and waterproof. The inside of the Guerba is often coated with a layer of tar or resin to further seal it and to prevent the water from tasting of leather. The genius of the Guerba lies in its ability to keep water cool. The porous nature of the leather allows a small amount of water to seep through and evaporate from the surface. This process of evaporation cools the bag and the water inside, a natural form of refrigeration that is essential in the scorching desert heat. A full Guerba can keep water cool for hours, even when exposed to the direct sun. The Guerba is also incredibly durable. It can be thrown onto the back of a camel, dropped on the ground, and subjected to the constant abrasion of the desert sand. It is a tool that is built to last, a reliable and essential piece of gear that a Tuareg nomad can depend on with his life. A single Guerba can carry up to 20 liters of water, a precious cargo that can mean the difference between life and death in the vast, empty expanse of the Sahara. The Guerba is more than just a water bottle. It is a lifeline. It is a symbol of the Tuareg people's deep understanding of the desert, their ability to use the materials of their environment to create a tool that is perfectly adapted to the challenges of their world. It is a testament to their ingenuity, their resourcefulness, and their unwavering will to survive. Number 3. The Tuareg Arsenal, Takuba, Telek, and Javalo. The Sahara has never been a peaceful place. For centuries, the Tuareg were not just nomads. They were warriors, masters of the desert raid and the caravan ambush. Their weapons were not just tools for hunting, but symbols of their identity, their status, Number 5, and their fierce independence. A Tuareg man's weapons were his constant companions, an extension of his will and a guarantee of his survival. The most important weapon in the Tuareg arsenal was the takuba, a long, straight, double-edged sword. Unlike the curved scimitars of their Arab neighbors, the takuba was a thrusting and slashing weapon, perfectly suited to the close-quarters combat of a camel-mounted charge. The blade was often of European origin, acquired through the ancient caravan trade routes, but the hilt and scabbard were pure Tuareg craftsmanship. The hilt was made of leather, with a distinctive pommel that was often decorated with intricate geometric patterns. The scabbard was also made of leather, with brass or silver fittings. The takuba was a symbol of a man's status as a warrior, and it was carried with pride. At a man's side, or strapped to his left forearm, was the telek, a long, slender dagger. The telek was a weapon of last resort, a tool for close-quarters fighting and for the grim business of finishing a wounded enemy. The blade was straight and sharp, and the pommel was often in the shape of a cross, a fascinating reminder of the Tuareg's pre-Islamic Christian past. The sheath was made of leather, with a wide ring that allowed it to be worn on the inside of the left arm, the grip held in the hand. This unique carrying method allowed for a swift, deadly draw with the right hand. For hunting and for long-range combat, the Tuareg used the javelot, a light spear that could be thrown with great accuracy. The Tuareg had two types of javelots, a full metal version for warfare and a wooden version for hunting. The javelot was a simple but effective weapon, a testament to the Tuareg's ability to make the most of the limited resources of their environment. The Tuareg Arsenal was a reflection of their world, a world of vast distances, of sudden, violent encounters, and of a constant struggle for survival. Their weapons were not just tools, they were a part of their identity, a symbol of their proud and warlike heritage. A Tuareg man would no more go into the desert unarmed than he would go without his Tagelmust. The weapons were a constant reminder of the dangers of the Sahara and of the need to be always vigilant, always ready. The camel and saddle. The camel is the ship of the desert, the one animal that makes life in the Sahara possible. The Tuareg are master camel breeders and herdsmen, and their relationship with their camels is one of deep mutual respect and dependence. The camel is not just a beast of burden, it is a companion, a source of milk, and a key to survival in the vast, unforgiving landscape of the desert. The Tuareg camel is the dromedary, the one-humped camel of North Africa and the Middle East. It is a biological marvel, perfectly adapted to the harsh conditions of the desert. It can go for days without water. Its long eyelashes and closable nostrils protect it from the blowing sand, and its wide padded feet allow it to walk on the softest of sand without sinking. The camel is the ultimate all-terrain vehicle, the only reliable means of transportation in the Sahara. But a camel is only as good as its saddle. The Tuareg saddle is a unique and ingenious piece of equipment, a masterpiece of design and craftsmanship. Unlike the saddles of other cultures, which are designed to sit on the camel's back, the Tuareg saddle is designed to sit in front of the hump. It is a forked wooden structure covered with brightly colored leather and decorated with intricate geometric patterns. The saddle is placed on top of several layers of saddle cloths, and it allows the rider to sit comfortably and securely, his legs stretched out in front of him. The Tuareg saddle is not just a seat, it is a control center. The rider uses a combination of subtle shifts in weight, a single rein, and a small stick to guide the camel. The Tuareg are master riders, and they can make their camels dance across the sand with a grace and an agility that is breathtaking to watch. The camel and the saddle are a perfect example of the Tuareg's ability to create a symbiotic relationship with their environment. They have taken a wild animal and a few pieces of wood and leather, and they have created a system of transportation that is perfectly adapted to the challenges of their world. The camel is the engine of Tuareg society, the tool that allows them to move, to trade, and to survive in the vast, empty expanse of the Sahara. Number 6. The tools of navigation. In the Sahara, getting lost is a death sentence. The landscape is a vast, featureless expanse of sand and rock, where one dune looks exactly like the next. There are no roads, no signs, no landmarks. To navigate in this world, The Tuareg rely on a set of tools that are as ancient as the desert itself: the sun, the stars, the wind, and a deep intuitive understanding of the subtle language of the sand. The sun is the Tuareg's compass. During the day, they use the position of the sun to determine their direction. They know the path of the sun across the sky, and they can use the length and direction of their own shadow to navigate with surprising accuracy. They have a deep, ingrained sense of time, and they can tell the time of day by the position of the sun with a precision that would shame a modern watch. At night, the stars are their map. The Tuareg are master astronomers, and they have a deep and intimate knowledge of the night sky. They know the constellations, the planets, and the individual stars, and they use them to navigate across the vast, empty expanse of the desert. They have their own names for the stars and the constellations, a celestial map that is passed down from generation to generation. The North Star, Polaris, is their most important guide, a fixed point in the ever-turning wheel of the sky. The wind is their weather vane. The Tuareg can read the wind like a book. They know the direction of the prevailing winds, and they can use the patterns of the sand dunes to determine their direction. They can also read the signs of an approaching sandstorm, the subtle changes in the wind and the sky that signal the coming of a blinding, choking chaos. But the most important tool of all is the Tuareg's own mind. They have a remarkable ability to create a mental map of their world, to remember the subtle details of the landscape, the color of the sand, the shape of the rocks, the location of a hidden well. They have a deep intuitive sense of direction, a sixth sense that allows them to navigate with a confidence and a precision that is almost supernatural. The Tuareg's tools of navigation are a testament to their deep connection to their environment. They have learned to read the subtle language of the desert, to use the sun, the stars, the wind, and their own minds to find their way in a world that would be a death trap to anyone else. Number 7. Leatherwork. Leather is the plastic of the Sahara, a material that is used to create a vast array of essential items. The Tuareg are master leatherworkers, and they can turn the skin of a goat or a camel into a thing of beauty and utility. Their leatherwork is not just functional, it is also a form of artistic expression, a way of imbuing everyday objects with a sense of identity and cultural pride. They create a wide variety of leather bags, from large saddlebags to small personal pouches. These bags are not just for carrying things. They are also a form of mobile art, decorated with intricate geometric patterns, colorful embroidery, and long leather tassels. The bags are a testament to the Tuareg's love of beauty, their ability to create a world of color and pattern in the midst of the monochrome desert. But leather is also used for more practical purposes. It is used to make sandals, to repair saddles, and to create the very water bags that are so essential for survival. The Tuareg's mastery of leather is a key to their self-sufficiency, their ability to create the tools they need from the materials that are available to them. Number 8. Food and cooking. The Sahara is a sparse and unforgiving environment, but the Tuareg have learned to find sustenance in the most unlikely of places. Their diet is simple but nutritious, a reflection of the limited resources of their world. They are master pastoralists, and their herds of goats and camels provide them with a steady supply of milk, which is a staple of their diet. They also hunt the desert animals, such as gazelles and hares, and they gather the edible plants that grow in the oases and the wadis. The Tuareg are also masters of fire. They can start a fire with a few sticks and a bit of dry tinder, a skill that is essential for cooking and for staying warm on the cold desert nights. Their cooking is simple but flavorful, a testament to their ability to make the most of the limited ingredients that are available to them. They bake bread in the hot sand, they roast meat over an open fire, and they make a thick, hearty stew from a mixture of millet, dates, and cheese. Conclusion: the Tuareg are a people on the edge, a culture that is struggling to survive in a world that is rapidly changing. But their tools, their skills, and their indomitable spirit are a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the resilience of the human will. They are a reminder that even in the most hostile of environments, it is possible to not just survive, but to thrive. The tools of the Tuareg are more than just a collection of objects. They are a complete and self-sufficient system of survival, a philosophy of life that is etched into the very soul of a people. They are a testament to a culture that values beauty, artistry, and a deep and abiding respect for the world that they call home. What do you think is the most important survival lesson we can learn from the Tuareg? Let us know in the comments below. And for more in-depth explorations of the tools and techniques of the world's most resilient cultures, be sure to subscribe to Bushcraft Arsenal. See you in the next episode. Tools to trust, skills that last. This is Bushcraft Arsenal.